Hey gorgeous, my name is Mara Young and welcome to Mind Over Burnout. I'm excited that you're here because there's a huge epidemic going on in our country of burnout and chronic stress and chronic fatigue, and nobody's really talking about it. And the crazy thing is that when you take this to your medical doctor, most of the times they'll say that it's not even a thing. Chronic fatigue isn't a thing. Chronic burnout isn't a thing. And the reality of it is that it is a thing, and so many of us are struggling with it and we're not getting the help that we need. So I studied holistic nutrition, Chinese medicine, and I also went back to school to study Western medicine as well. So I have both Eastern and Western medical modalities under my belt. And when I was doing clinicals, I just really noticed that so many people were coming in, and when I had asked them on a scale 1 to 10, what's your stress levels like, almost every single person, unless they were retired, said 7 to 15. They were even rating their stress off the scale. And that was the first time that I was like, wow, like something needs to be done here. We need to start talking about this. And our work passionate people really need help because, we grow up and we're told that we need to, put our nose to the grindstone of what we want to do. We want to climb the corporate ladder or run your own business, whatever it is. But we're taught that that is it. We have to keep rolling with our work, and our work is so important, and it is. Our work is truly important, especially if you are living your purpose. So I am here to help you guys find a new way to overcome burnout. And I'm here to tell you, I'm sorry, it's gonna be more than a long weekend. It's gonna be more than just a massage or a long soak in the tub. And the reason why is because we have trained our nervous system to constantly be in our fight or flight mode. So back when humans used to live off the land and we didn't have all this crazy technology and society that we have today, our fight or flight mode was used pretty much just when we were in danger. So if a wild animal was coming into our village, or danger from another village coming into our tribe, that's when our fight or flight mode would kick on. And most of the other times we would be in our rest and digest. So when we are in our rest and digest, that's when healing happens. That's when we can release the stress. That's when we can digest our food. That's when we can sleep well. So if you are someone that has GI issues, or you don't sleep well, or you're having nagging physical symptoms that you can't really put a finger on where they're coming from, brain fog, heaviness, depression, anxiety, all these things relate back to chronic stress. So take a moment and just look at your life and just really notice, on a scale 1 to 10, where are my stress levels at? So another thing to be mindful of is that we need to notice stress, even if it's not mental stress. So example for me, I don't feel mental stress. I feel like I can keep going. However, my body starts to let me know that, enough is enough and I need to slow down. So we need to start catching up with those cues and strengthening our intuition, because especially as women, that is our sixth sense, ladies. We are very intuitive beings and we need to really use that as our strength. And I know that is one of our issues as women when we are in the workforce. Okay, we already know that it's unequal, right? And we're stepping towards being equal to men, but that women and men are very different on on biological terms, physiological terms, psychological terms. So why are we trying to play the same way that men are playing? Okay, we're in the same game, we're finally in the same game, but why do we have to play the same way that the men do? Because we have different strengths than men, right? So we have to start using them. And our intuition is number one. We are so intuitive, and when we follow our intuition, also known as that gut feeling, your third eye, it really truly leads us on the path to the life that we desire. It's our roadmap to where we are destined to be, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that. The other thing we have to learn is that we have to rewire our nervous system. So our bodies are very, very adaptable. So if you sit at a desk for work for years, you will probably have a hunch posture because your body is adapting to 8 hours or 40 hours a week being hunched over a computer. So your body's like, oh, this is what we are supposed to be doing, so we'll just adapt. You know, if you go and work out every day, you're going to build muscle, you're going to build stronger bones because your body adapts. So same thing with the nervous system. Our nervous system consists of our brain, the brainstem, and all the nerves that run throughout the body. They control everything. It's the body's computer. But if we constantly give that computer or our nervous system that message of, I need to keep going, I need to constantly be worrying, and I have to be rushing, and things constantly have to be getting done, your body's going to adapt. So your nervous system is going to always be on, you're always going to be on that fight or flight because that's what you taught it to do. So when you are going to sit down to rest and you feel like your insides are vibrating, or you just can't, and you notice that you're up doing something and you didn't even notice it when you're supposed to be taking rest, when you try and go to bed at night and you can't fall asleep, or you can't stay asleep throughout the night, or when you eat and you're starting to feel bloating and cramping and nausea and headaches right after you eat, all these things are coming back to burnout and chronic stress. So we need to, like I said, rewire the nervous system. And how do we do that? So we do have to change a lot about our lifestyle. We have to change a lot about our mindset, because hustle culture, right? Like I just said, we were raised to think that like work is such a huge part of our lives, and it's like that above all else, that above our health, that above our families, that above the things that we love. And you know, we got to scratch that, because I'm sorry, but life is too short to constantly be worrying about, you know, work and, you know, getting things done. And the other thing that like our body can play tricks on us, our mind can play tricks on us, and so can our nervous system. So for example, you have to do the dishes, right? The dishes need to get done, but you are exhausted and you've been hitting chronic burnout for a long time now, but your body really is telling you that if you don't get those dishes done today, that the sun may not rise tomorrow. But when you step back and you look at that, you know how silly that is, right? But that's the mindset shift. We have to, you know, step out of this little computer in our head, and we have to just look at things a different way. So when we do coaching, that's really what we're focusing on. And I'm here with you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to walk you through every step of the way. And we have an amazing community. All our coaching is group coaching, so you're going to hear what everybody else has to say, what everybody else is going through, and you know, we together are going to root them on and get them over the hurdle of burnout so they can live the life that they were meant to live. So there's a lot of things that go into this coaching program. We talk a lot about food and finding your perfect diet, because there is no one diet fits all. And if you're someone who's been, you know, just really trying to, you know, follow other people's success stories, or doing things like programs like Beachbody or meal prep planning, but it's just not working out for you, I invite you into this coaching program, because we are going to knock that out of the park. Also, we're going to be working on figuring out what your passions are if you happen to forget them, and then turning those passions into your purpose and turning that into your work. And that is huge, guys, because when you feel like you're not working and it's just like living your life and you're getting paid to do it, there's nothing better. And again, I'm going to teach you how. I'm going to give you every step of the way to that place. So I look forward to working with you, and please click below to schedule a call with me. We can talk about your unique situation and if we are a good fit for each other. I will see you soon.